Sunny Bonani Dumelang, goeie aand, afternoon, bon dia. Trust this message and this episode is finding you swell, colorful, and glowing. So in the spirit of it being full moon in Leo and it being the final full moon of the snake, the wood snake, before we start a new year and step into the fire horse, I thought it would be fitting for me to showcase some of my art as I adjust my shorts here. So yes, this is actually a piece which I have titled The Golden Thread. It is a work in progress. I'm still busy with a couple of the pieces and I'm still letting it intuitively guide me as to where it wants me to take it. But I've had really great fun with this piece. It's quite different and it came about in a different way than how I guess I would usually approach some of my other pieces. This one came through with me literally taking whatever paint I had left over. So small little bits, 3/4 bits in the little canisters and me just pouring it on the canvas and just like swooshing and letting the canvas move. So that was quite a different modality or a different approach for me to use or engage in compared to some of the other pieces that I have made. And yes, I'm taking my time with this one. It's been hanging around for the last year and it's just one of those pieces that I'll know when it's done, but it's still not done yet, but it's very cute. And maybe I just want to, talk about some of the elements, perhaps. So I've never done this where I'm showcasing my art and I'm talking at the same time, but, there's always a first for everything. So this is actually what stimulated or I guess inspired the piece that's known as the Golden Thread, because it's gold paint. You might not be able to see it, but it is kind of like a gold color over here. And then what's arising for me, it's almost like this is a bit of the Matrix kind of piece, the Matrix where Morpheus turns to Neo and asks him, would you like to take the red pill or would you like to take the blue pill? So I get that kind of vibe coming through over here. And depending on if he takes the red pill, he'll kind of go down this avenue and come across these experiences. And if one takes the blue pill, you are kind of going to travel down this avenue and experience these little things. So yes, I guess that's what's coming in. And it's quite interesting, this little piece over here in the middle. It's almost like a black hole or a portal or something. It's a mouth that's got very powerful gifts. What else do I want to share about this fabulous piece that I'm busy with? Yeah, I guess it's very loud. It's very vibrant. It most certainly is very in your face. And through this process of playing with paint and tapping into the inner artist within me, there's an inner artist within every single one of us, and how we express it and how we bring it into life can take on the forms of many different ways. It can be through dance, music, poetry, gaming, anything, right? The way you express yourself, the way you cook, the way you take a shower, the way you move, the way you breathe. For me, that's all art. But I guess for the purposes of the conversation today, I love this process of art because it's just so revealing and so, what's the right word? Unforgiving. And I know that we can get really frustrated, especially if we're doing a still life and we're trying to copy something like to be exactly like the mountain range, or doing a beautiful silhouette of a person and the hands and all that kind of stuff. And I guess maybe that's why I'm not gravitating towards that kind of art. I naturally am just drawn to the kind of art where I feel free to play, I feel free to express myself, I feel free to use as many crazy ass freaking colors as possible. Most of my art pieces that I have created in other renditions are usually doodled. So the aspect and element of shapes and symbols and free flow movement is definitely something that really inspires me and is a meditative practice for me personally. And yes, I thought in the spirit of it being full moon in Leo, I would have the courage to showcase some of my pieces. They are most certainly not for everyone. They are very loud and very vibrant. And you either love them, appreciate them, they move or create some form of emotion within you, or you like, whoa, this is just too much. And if I have to be very honest, I would say that that is a very close, what's the right term to use? Perhaps representation of perhaps how people experience me. And the color can be a little bit too much for some folks, or perhaps you can only take it in small doses, but it's not something you want to have hanging up all the time. So I am very aware of that. And I guess that's why people that are drawn to my pieces, or people that feel something by just sharing in the energy that they are emitting, I guess hold a similar vibration or run in a similar chord of thinking or feeling as I guess I do. So yes, I guess I try to be as childlike and playful as possible. It doesn't mean that I can actually also be very serious and hard ass and a real pain in the ass. I mean, I am a Capricorn, so I don't think I need to say anything beyond that. But I also have this Aquarian moon in me, and I guess maybe that's where this innovative, breaking the social norm comes from. And I'm also a Leo in North Node, and that's all about being seen and being loud and proud and stepping into the stardom and the vibrancy and the color and all that kind of stuff. So yes, hey, I thought it would just be fun for me to share and for me to get perhaps used to speaking about my pieces of art. I don't sign any of my artwork. Oh, bless you, girl. It's Peanut, my pooch, just sneezed. So I don't sign any of my pieces of art. I sign them through the usage of a particular color, the color Sunshine Yellow. That's my signature. But I feel that it's inspired by so many avenues, inspired by so many energetics, inspired by so many spirits and gods and nature and just life and all the things that I subconsciously or consciously am aware of. So I don't feel it's not fair for me to use my human ass signature that says Monica Lopes, because I trust that these pieces will live beyond me, and I pray that they are looked upon when I'm no longer on this planet or this earth, and I would have transformed and transmuted into something else by then anyway. So I guess the frequency and the energy and the vibrancy and my particular resonance and frequency of this yellow is perhaps something that is more connected and more authentic to the true essence of who has created this piece. So yes, magical humans, I think I've shared all I want to share today, and enjoy the full moon in Leo if you are watching this anytime soon. And regardless, always remember to look up at the sky, give thanks for all that is above, all that is below, all that is to the left, and all that is to the right. As always, remember to continue to sow and plant those seeds. Allow for the flow of life to guide and find you so that you may continue to grow and ultimately illuminate and glow. Until tomorrow's episode, stay magical, stay delicious. Peace out.